Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to this week's channeled spirit message with Connie Rose on the Healing Academy with Connie Rose YouTube channel. So I'm just cleansing the space here with my sage, which is a smudge stick, and this clears all the energy to make room for spirit's messages to come through for you. Now, this is a general reading. It is a collective reading. So take what resonates with you and what doesn't, just let it go, or sit with it, and it may make sense to you as the week progresses. Now, this week is a very, very powerful week. It's actually, we've got on Tuesday, the 22nd of February, a beautiful energetic portal that we all go through as a collective. And I've been drawn to hold my beautiful crystal, which is a rose quartz sphere. And rose quartz is all about self-love, self-preservation, and really, nurturing our heart space. And I know that this is very important for us all to focus on this week. So just really be kind to yourself, because as we go through these energetic shifts, we ascend as a collective. And when we ascend, it's all energy, right? So as we're shifting through these energetic portals, we can have symptoms, physical symptoms, and they're called ascension symptoms. And they can be as simple as just, being a little bit lightheaded. We can feel a little bit nauseous, headachy, lethargic, and sometimes even we can have ringing in our ears. So they're just a couple of things that we can feel as we're moving through these energetic portals. Now, February the 2nd, so it's this 22nd. So it's the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. So we've got the power of the number 2, and when we have 222, it's even more powerful. So the vibration of that number comes through. And when we have these numbers that come through together, it's all about duality. It's all about relationships. It's all about, bringing us together again. So you might find this week that you'll have re-ignition of relationships that may have, gone to the wayside or you've forgotten about. When you get that phone call from someone and you think, geez, I didn't realize how much I missed them. And if you're not receiving that phone call this week, I really urge you to make that phone call. So it's all about honoring these energies that we're having almost forced upon us this week for us all to come back together. So any energetic portal that we go through can be as smooth or bumpy as we allow it. And when we're mindful and we're aware, we can then make this the most beautiful, magical week that we've had in a very long time. So, planetarily and energetically, the last 2 years have been very rough. This year, we've got more planets aligning and more stars aligning, that we've got a bit more, clarity and more smooth sailing. So really harness that energy now. And with this portal, we're all going to shift again. And not just a little shift, like when you feel a bit on a full moon, it's going to be much more intense than that, and based on love and unity and bringing people together. So be very mindful what you're doing with yourself this week, and really take care, because we're going to become much more sensitive. We're going to step more into our feminine energy, regardless of gender. And also in that space, we want to be nurturing and caring and very much more empathetic. So we're going to feel other people deeper, which means we need to be very mindful of what we're doing with ourselves. And in that space, I always take more care with grounding, walking on grass with bare feet or the earth, hugging a tree. And if you have never hugged a tree, I invite you to do so this week. Be careful of bull ants and things like that. But honestly, get yourself close to a tree. And nature, we're very connected to it. Mother Nature is really nurturing us at the moment. And you would also no doubt realize that throughout the globe, with all the lockdowns here and there in the last 2 years, they're also discovering species that they thought were actually extinct, that they're showing up again. Different birds are flying in different areas, and different sea life is coming to the surface that we didn't realize was still there. And even though it's been hard in some respects in the last 2 years, it's also been very beautiful, because I'm always about the rebirth of the new earth coming out, and you can see nature is starting to show up, because us as the humans have taken a step back and been locked down, where they've been able to come out again. Like, they've all found it a bit much more safe, I guess, to step out back into the world. So that's been beautiful to see. So with this portal that opens up on Tuesday, and we all step through it, it's a huge rebirth where we can create whatever reality that we truly desire. We're no longer taking this, the back seat. We're all now stepping into the driver's seat of our life, and use these energies because they're really, supporting us, and it's up to us to harness them. And that is what's happening this week. You may as well jump on board. So the deck I'm going to use with these activations that are happening this week, needs to be this deck, right? It is a beautiful Oracle card deck by Kyle Gray, and it's called Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. And it jumped out at me last week, and I thought, I'm going to use that one for the beautiful week starting Sunday, the 20th of February, 2020, and share the messages. Okay, so this is the first card we got for this week, and I'm not sure if you can see how beautiful this is. Look at those colours. Very much yellows and oranges, which is all about our sacral, and solar plexus, which is about our passion, our emotions. So you'll find this week you'll be in a space where you'll be able to speak from your gut, from your absolute gut, okay? Now, know that this week your angels are stepping in to say you are divinely protected, because it is very scary to speak our truth and actually share what we're feeling without, the judgment or the ridicule. And sometimes as adults, we go back to a scenario when we're like a teenager or a child where, be seen, not heard, or the bullying in the schoolyard, that type of thing. Yet we're adults now, so we don't have to keep reliving that. And there's a message in this saying that you are divinely protected this week to say what you need to say, okay? And it's time for you to cut the cords. So in this energy, as we step up, things are going to break away from us. So it'd be really nice to sit in some silence for a couple of minutes a day. I like to do this either when I wake up or when I go to sleep. And I'm just, you can lie in bed, you can sit up, do whatever. There's no rules to this. And a lot of people tend to say, I wanted to meditate every day. I wanted to sit in my own space for 10 minutes. I didn't get the space, blah, blah. And then you feel like a failure and you just let it go. This week, I want you to just go, you know what? If I get a couple of minutes, it's great. If I don't, then I'll do it the next day. So stop self-sabotaging yourself like it's not something you do. I used to meditate, that type of story. Start cutting the cords to what you've always known. And when you sit still for a couple of minutes, I want you to just scan your body and let yourself go to an area that no longer serves you. Maybe a relationship, maybe a face might pop up, something that you're ready to release or to forgive. And in that space, I then want you to envisage a beautiful angelic aura around your body. And in that, it starts dissolving or cutting cords of anything that's still tied to you from past traumas, past relationships, past self-sabotage, or whatever it may be. And just see this beautiful aura dissolving anything that's stuck to you that no longer serves you. You're not going to get this wrong. You just set the intention, you sit in silence for a couple of minutes, you allow that beautiful light around you. Bring in whatever's pissing you off and see it dissolve. And it can be as simple as that. We don't have to make this spiritual healing journey tricky. It's tricky enough, right? So just give yourself the space for a couple of minutes and keep doing it until you know it's done. And only you will know that. And with that comes the breakthrough energy. Geez, see, I don't do caffeine often. I had a coffee this morning and you can see I'm shaking. So maybe there's something in that for you guys out there that's having too much caffeine. And with this energy this week, it's very, very powerful. So we've got to be careful of the stimulants, okay, and our sleep patterns and that. Otherwise we go a bit, our thoughts go too fast. Okay, so know that this week's energy is carrying us. Don't try to fight it. Know that we're completely supported. But I also know there's a finishing message. They say I'm allowed to do one more card. Okay, just, this one. Okay. The Palladian activation. Okay, so I'm not really pulled to the Palladian part of this card. So every time I do readings, I'm pulled to different parts. So I could get this card for 10 clients in a row and it can mean different things for everyone. But today, in this general reading, I'm just getting what it actually says. The coming together. Harmony in the heavens and resolution. So like I said, it's just confirming that the old relationships that you forgot about, that make you feel good about yourself, are coming back. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be with someone else. This could just be how you feel about yourself. So know that by the end of this week, you're going to be in a different space energetically, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And it's just by setting the intention and allowing yourself to go onto the journey, feeling whatever you feel, but not trying to control it, just letting it happen, because the energy is going to carry us through this portal. Please be kind to yourself. Take a salt bath, take a walk on the grass with bare feet, hug a tree, stay hydrated, and stay open to receiving, to move to that next level. It's a very, very, very exciting week. Know that you are safe going through it, because big things can happen. And if you feel that you want more of a one-on-one connection, like a one-on-one reading, feel free to go to my website, www.thehealingacademy.com. Reach out and connect, and I'll be happy to give you a one-on-one reading. But this is a collective reading, and I hope you got something out of this today. I would love to know what stood out for you the most, or where you are on this awakening, this shift for this very, very important once-in-a-lifetime portal. Please comment below. Please subscribe, share, hit the bell. When you hit the bell, you'll be notified every time I release a video. And I look forward to hearing all about your ascension and your activation this week. Take care, stay well, be kind to others, but especially be kind to yourself. Bye for now.